Hello, my name is Shelby Matthews, and African architecture has become my expertise for this art final. I will be discussing various parts of Africa and what significant pieces were built. In Kerma, Sudan, the Nubia culture produced a western and eastern Defufa that are roughly 10,000 years old and stand 60 feet high. The Defufas just mean mud brick, and so they are made out of mud bricks to keep things cooler to reduce the intense heat of Sudan. The Defufas were made as burial temple for kings. There are also some round mounds that you can see right here that are in a very rhythmic pattern and are actually the burial sites of people that surround the king, almost to signify the dedication to the king in the afterlife. Inside, the walls are decorated with animal drawings and different colorful tile floors, and a wooden door closes the king off into solitude. In the early years of architecture, one of the most significant pieces was built in North Africa. The Great Pyramids of Giza in Cairo, Egypt, are known by almost everyone, being that they are part of the 7 wonders of the world. There are 4 pyramids of varying size, causing a scaling effect of architecture when looked upon. The architecture itself is a load-bearing construction, with the heaviest weight at the bottom and the pyramids gradually getting smaller as it continues to get taller. Built in 2200 BCE, the pyramids are made of 270 million cubic feet of limestone and took roughly 70 years to build with 10,000 workers. There is also the Great Sphinx that stands 241 feet long and 66 feet high, also made of limestone. With Egyptian architecture, including these pyramids and the Sphinx, astronomy was a very significant aspect to take into account when pieces were being built. The pyramid centers and perimeters had very close association with winter and summer solstices and fall and spring equinoxes through very elaborate mathematical equations. There are many other crazy facts about the actual production of these pyramids and why they really are so great, if anyone is interested. Eckhart Schmitz's book that I have included in my works cited page is definitely worth a read if anyone actually wants to learn more about the pyramids and how amazing they are. My next piece is found in Edo, Nigeria, and is known as the Walls of Benin. They were built during the medieval times. The walls took from year 800 until the 1400s, about 600 years to build, and spans about 2,500 square miles long. The walls take on a rampart and moat type of build, where the walls are extremely tall and hard to get over, and then as soon as you were to get over that, there would be a canal of water to keep any attacks from getting inside the kingdom, since essentially the walls were there to enclose a community and keep people out. In the late 1800s, the British ravaged the walls, and remains are hardly existent because now that there is more land, there continues to be an increased need of land for real estate in Nigeria. Had they not been torn down, though, the walls of Benin would have been larger in length than the Great Wall of China, spanning about 4 times as long. My final piece comes from Cape Town, South Africa, and is a very modern piece, as most of South Africa is. The piece is Cape Town City Hall, and it was built in the early 1900s. The style of the building is influenced by Italian Renaissance and made out of golden bath stone, which is essentially a golden limestone imported from Bath, England. The building's ceiling seems to take a groin vault form, and it was built to bring together administration as a more formal government. Nowadays, the City Hall is used for concerts, especially those that include organs, as they have a 32-foot organ inside of the auditorium. There is a public clock inside made of iron and opal, and every hour there are 39 bells that chime to inform the city of what time it is. The significance of the number of bells has to do with the different brigades lost during the wars and serves as a memorial. The bell itself seems to be in a flying fortress form and is a very important part of the building. The City Hall is also where Nelson Mandela gave his first speech as a free man after 27 years of being in prison, which was a very powerful day for South Africa and anywhere else that was able to listen to the speech. It is still on YouTube if anyone's interested in seeing that as well. These four pieces have great significance in portraying how elaborate and decorative a continent that people think don't have much going for them actually can do. The Dufufas of Sudan, to show their tribute to the kings using local mud, the Great Pyramids and Wall of Benin showing time, patience, and dedication, and the City Hall of Cape Town, with its memorial and beautiful architecture, are only a handful of the hundreds of pieces I and most people haven't familiarized ourselves with. These pieces were so much fun to learn about, and I only hope one day soon I can actually go see these architectural productions as well as others that I have yet to learn from.